Sunday, August 3rd. Starting another weekly update here. And boy, is it dry. We actually got some nice temps now. It was probably, I think it was 61, 62 for the low this morning. High was, mid 80s. So great temperatures for the 1st of August, but these little guys are hurting. I've lost count. Been at least 2 weeks now without a rain. You can tell where I terminated all the weeds. I missed a little spot there and I ran out. So I knew I didn't get that sprayed, but overall, you can tell where that top over there is just brown. That was solid little weeds when I sprayed last week. So still doing okay over here in the 5 acre. Nothing too impressive. They're just hurting. Need a rain. So we'll jump over here and look at the other fields. Here at the calf pen now, and they've still put on quite a few vines. Things are still growing. They're getting close. They're almost out to the edge of the grass now, and there's that hole where we pulled that flat stacker that had that split in the vine. It's filled in pretty good. They're growing, but the problem is you see all them, those are all a bunch of male blooms. All them little orange spots in there, all blooms. And there you can kind of see. Just solid blooms. There's 10 to 15 just in that square of that photo right there, and just they're not going to put on any pumpkins in this heat and this dry weather like this. That's going to be our biggest problem. Is we've kind of have a stage of pumpkins. I don't know if you can see that one in there. Yeah, right there. There's scattered pumpkins around that have put on pumpkins early, but since it hadn't rained in 2 weeks, we have very little produce as far as the pumpkins actually putting on fruit. So that's going to be our biggest obstacle here coming up. And you can see the 3 acre field over there. They're growing like they're supposed to, even without this rain. They had a terrible 10 to 12 days there of heat, over 100 degree heat index, up to 110, almost 7-8 days in a row. So this cool weather's definitely helped them. We've had a little bit of powdery mildew and downy mildew problems already. It's about a month early for that stuff, but we've been battling it some. We just need a rain. That is all we need, to rain. Put these things, get some fruit and pumpkins put on these things. So we'll jump over there to our babies in row 7 and see how they're doing. We're here on row 1, first plant. I believe it's an Atlantic Giant here in the calf pen, and this is what heat and no rain does for you. So you've got a pumpkin that fell off, didn't hold. Pumpkin, rotten, didn't hold. Another one, rotten, didn't hold. Another one up in there, rotten, didn't hold. Another one, rotten, didn't hold. Bigger one up in there, rotten, not gonna hold. So that's the problem we're dealing with. That's a 10-foot section of vine that tried to put on 6 or 7 pumpkins, and every single one of them is rotted. So it's not looking good as far as having these pumpkins right now. They won't put nothing on. It'll be kind of a late crop. Again, kind of like last year, we had 2 different stages. Had an early stage where we picked, that September 10th, and then some that were September 25th. We had that 15-day gap there that when it was hot and dry. And there's a couple plants down there, some of them rogues and stuff. Beautiful looking plants, not a pumpkin on them. So just need a rain. But I figured I'd show you guys that right there and just kind of see. They're trying, but they can't do it all. So rows 1, 2, and 3 are looking good. You can still tell they're behind 4 through 8, but that's an example there of a Casparita. So they're like a 77-day pumpkin, the little white ones, ornamental white ones. But we come in and stuck that in at the very end, and those there look just beautiful, dark blue clumps. Look great. But these pumpkins, the plants look great. There's a few pumpkins on them there, and we'll swing back over here and look at this Big Max or Atlantic Giant here, and see there's a couple big ones there. But you can tell these plants still drive 4-wheeler and walk down those, where we'll hop over here and go look and see what these look like. And that's about more what we're used to seeing there. Those 2 rows there, rows 4 and 5, and they're just already touching a lot. There's a couple 40-50 pound polar bears there, and right here in front of us are some, I mean, they're bumping 40 to 50 as well, some Atlantic giants. But the problem is, you see the plants are already losing quite a bit of leaves off the base there, which is typical, but you know, we still got a month to go too. So we're just all goes back to needing that rain. This is some of what we're dealing with here. I don't know if it's just some burn on them oldest leaves there on the base. It kind of looks like that's almost an indicator of that downy mildew. How the leaves will turn yellow around the edge like that. Almost looks like some powdery mildew on that leaf as well. Kind of hard to tell, but you can still kind of see some of my fungicide I sprayed on these. It's almost that milky color, and just hadn't rained in so long. I'm still seeing a little bit of that on there as well, but we're fighting it. We're trying to keep them healthy as we can, and I'm just have to dump the water on them. That's all we can do. Keep them going. This thatch has helped a lot for keeping them cooler and keeping the soil more moist, so we've got that going for us, but we just need a rain bad. And there's not another one in the next 7 to 10 day forecast as well, so we might go 3 weeks without a rain, and we just need that rain. And we're looking for stuff like this as well. See, there's some squash bug eggs and stuff. If I see them, I usually just roll them like that with my finger, and at least they won't hatch. But I'm gonna have to come with another coat of insecticide and another coat of fungicide here in the next day or two, and keep these things going. But there's your row 7. Doing pretty good. Just need that rain. But anyway, guys, that's enough for today, and we'll catch up again later this week maybe. But so biggest thing's just the rain, and got rid of these hot temps. So we're hanging in there. Thank you guys for staying tuned with us, and we'll see what we can get out of these pumpkins in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Have a good one. Back the next day now, August 4th, doing a little bit of preventative maintenance here for spring. We've got we're spraying some Quintec and some Captain, which are some fungicides, and we're mixing in a little bit of 7 in there for some bug control, or for insects. So hitting them now. It's been 7 or 8 days since we hit them last time, but just preventative maintenance. We skip a day or two, we'll go 10 to 12 days and fungus will hit them. So doing our weekly fungicide spray, keeping them up. Come back real quick here on the night of August 5th. We ended up getting about almost a ½ inch of rain last night. They got several inches just west of us. We just missed a flood, but that's okay. We still got ½ an inch. And I come back here this morning and started spraying a few of these weeds and stuff, grasses that have popped back up in the last 2 weeks since I'd sprayed Liberty the last time. And an hour after I got done spraying, about 11 o'clock, it opened up and rained another ½ inch on us midday today. So we got an inch of rain since I took the video last night, and boy, can you tell. I mean, just look at the plants down through there. They're just thriving. So all that fungicide and stuff we sprayed last night, got washed off some, but I'll trade that any day for a inch of rain. But got what we needed. Lord answered our prayers, and we did okay spraying last night, knocking that stuff off, and then it rained into last night and today. So thank you, Lord, and hopefully our crop 2025 for pumpkins will be here before we know it. Thanks, guys.